The following is a hockey podcast out of Vancouver and Surrey, British Columbia. It'll only consist of a lot of puck talk and even more BS, or in actual words, banter and satire. Enjoy, and as always, go Canucks go.
Let's talk about it, okay? My name's Kyle Bowen. More importantly, Trevor Beggs not with us today. I think he talked Canucks with Clay. Over where? On Game Over? I'll put the link to that in the bio below. I think I got that correct. Okay, my mind all over the place on this program right here, Locked On Canucks. And it's because of your Vancouver Canucks losing to the worst team in hockey, right? The San Jose Sharks. Well, the most embarrassing team in the game. That's what some people were saying. That's what we were saying. And look what happened. We lost to those guys on Saturday night. The world was watching. And you know the deal, right? A lot of the hockey world, they like to see the Vancouver Canucks crumble. Or as the kids are saying in 2023, regress. Man, oh man. Now, I'm not going to take that energy, though, okay? And use it for the entire spiel on this Saturday night, all right? Can't do it because it doesn't make a lot of sense. Not to me, because I saw a lot from your Vancouver Canucks in the last 17 minutes of the third period. Down by 2, and the ice tilted, and that's obvious, right? We're facing the worst team in the league. The Vancouver Canucks are stacked with a lot of top-end talent. Their bottom 6 is playing a lot better. Quinn Hughes, Hronek, and the rest. Yeah, there's a lot there. And the ice was obviously going to get tilted at one point, but I think it got tilted forcefully in the right way. Elias Pettersson, that guy is someone who deserves a lot of respect. And maybe a lot of us to be a little more quiet going into a new week for your Vancouver Canucks, because he put it all on the line. First off, wrapping up his wrist with some tape. I'm not a doctor. I don't know what I saw, but I saw that. And it makes you think more about him not being possibly 100%. Speaking of not being 100%, he's not necessarily playing his best offensive hockey right now. I think 5 points in 9 games. Some inconsistencies in general, right? 5-on-5, just not as sharp as he could be. This being said, he did that. He laid the boom. Put his body on the line. You do something like that, you know, the remainder of the game is going to be a bit harder for you. But again, he's willing to do that on the last year of a contract for your Vancouver Canucks, and that's provide momentum. You can do it with a hit. You can do it with a goal. You can do it with a play, a save. And Pettersson chose the first option, a hit. It's a part of his game. He's got the edge. Moments like that make you think more and more about how fun April, May, and June will be. We've never had a player like Elias Pettersson. He is damn good. And he'll get out of this offensive slump, but again, his will to win, nothing gets in the way of that. He's Mr. Hockey over here. This is serious for him, okay? For real. And it was a proud moment to see him lay the boom again, provide momentum, seeing the scruffle happen, some intensity, some energy, and I was content. I got my hockey fix in that moment. And the rest of the third period, you know, the Vancouver Canucks had a lot of shots, a lot of chances, scored a goal, but ultimately couldn't beat nor get a point against the worst team in the league. I got to say this too. I think maybe I'm more optimistic than other people, because even though my expectations have gotten so large for this team, a lot of that is driven by hope and the dopamine hit that can give somebody, you know? You get a little delusional and possibly even right? That's why this is so much fun. But all while that is happening, my standard for this team hasn't been set, if that makes sense. It's still up in the air because, A, there's a lot of games left, and this team just got here. Experience, you know? That's going to be dealt with a lot during this learning curve for your Vancouver Canucks. And as much as it seems well, it is very mediocre right now based on results. I'm still seeing signs of pieces, a lot of pieces of what a good team has, and I think through experience and more of just that, along with the star talent on this team and this new form depth, there's a recipe there for this window opening. Anyways, let's get back to the show. But ultimately couldn't beat nor get a point against the worst team in the league. Speaking of that team, San Jose, it was kind of loud in that building. Shout out to your people. It's the holidays, man, okay? For real. Hey, speaking of which, I'm feeling this way because it is the holidays, okay? And I know December's going to feel a lot different because hockey games are going to matter in that month for the first time in a very long time. And you're going to be with your friends and family a little bit more, eating dessert, drinking, doing your thing, loosening up, right? Taking a break. And we're blessed to have the Canucks, again, play games that matter. That's why today hurts so much. And in some cases is embarrassing, but I don't know. When I see stuff like that from Pettersson, it just gets you pumped up. You just realize you have one of those guys on your team. And if that's the case, and you pair him up with Miller and Hughes, an improved Miller, okay, for real, an improved Hughes, vastly, Hronek, Besser, Demko, an improved bottom six. You can see things happening. On that note, I just noted a lot of players, Kuzmenko not being one of them. And to be honest, this might have been one of Rick Tocchet's first big mistakes, okay? For real. And not big because it's going to really matter at the end of the day. Big only because, to me, it was obvious. It was obvious that a 39-goal scorer maybe only needed one of those healthy scratches, okay? And B, Beauvillier, come on, against Seattle? Yeah, everyone was good, but the guy's got to produce on the score sheet. Those facts matter. And you have a guy in the press box who did it a lot last year and has done it quite a bit in his second year in the NHL this season. Again, sitting in the press box, this team's learning how to win, right? We're still new to this thing in the NHL standings. Still a lot to learn. Let's make those lessons easier with your best players playing games. The Vancouver Canucks benching one of their best players for 2 games in a row. I don't know if this team can really, I don't want to say take those chances, but move that way, okay? Again, effort, structure, those things really, really matter. It's gotten us here. But the culture is really going to shift with the players making the main push. And Kuzmenko's too good, man. He's too good. Too good. And he proved a lot last year. 39 goals. All in all, though, optimistic. Maybe that's another silver lining, okay? The experiment. The experiment of having Kuzmenko in the press box is no longer going to be a thing. And things do change when you lose games, right? And things really change when you lose to the San Jose Sharks. This all being said, I know people on the West Coast, the Best Coast of Canada, we're talking about the schedule. The schedule a lot these days, right? And maybe it sounds like an excuse. Maybe we're being nice. Maybe we're in the holiday spirit and being a little soft with our Vancouver Canucks. But if you really break it down and read the report, the mileage, it's like a lesson in social studies, a lot of geography. It's quite fascinating, okay? For real. Especially early on in the season. Anyways, that's all my thoughts, man. I'm not concerned. Let's enjoy the holidays. Shout out to the Canucks. They'll pick it up. I believe in that. And I also believe in what we said off the top, man. Really grateful for being here. Doing this on Locked On Canucks. Shout out to Trevor Beggs, the second best father in the world. Also one of the premier hockey podcasters in Canada, man. I think he's ranked 87th. This dude works hard, man. I'll get out of your way, though, okay? Subscribe, hit the like button if you did enjoy today's episode. My name is Kyle Bowen, KYLEBHAWAN. This was Locked On Canucks, and have a good morning, a good afternoon, a good night I don't know when you're listening to this, but hey, we appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe. Peace.